RX5 for 2021. This is it, live and in color. This is the 30-inch axle to axle. Measures overall cam to cam roughly about 34 inches. The bow does come in at over 4 pounds. I believe it's 4.3 or 4.4 pounds. That is with the new shortstop front stabilizer, which does add some weight forward and does add some weight to the bow. But it is nice, the bow holds super steady. This bow is rock solid. It's clean into the back wall, nice smooth transition, and probably the most solid back wall I've ever shot on a Hoyt Carbon bow, which is significant because the accuracy on this bow compared to bows in years past is second to none, and that is no joke. The bow does have the integrate mount for the QAD integrated rest. I am shooting my QAD HDX on this bow. Did save me a little bit of money. Tunes just fine. Came off my RX3 Ultra and works just fine for me. One thing that you will notice right off the bat on this bow is the cable system and the cams. This is more of a binary system, slaving both cams together. They roll at the same time, which eliminates out of sync tuning, which is huge for Hoyt. That's new for them this year, and it's big on this bow. It really does a fantastic job paired with these cams and riser, as well as on the Ventum. I did have a chance to shoot the Ventum. Solid bow, very solid shooter. One of the new things also that you'll see with the 2-string configuration that Hoyt's running this year is that roller cable guard is a little bit different. You don't have the 2 rollers, you have basically 2 sides to 1 roller, less parts to break, less parts to roll. I'm gonna knock an arrow and give you a look at the draw cycle on this bow, which is clean, smooth. So I am shooting the Easton FMJ injections on this bow, which I shot on last year's model and some of years prior. I've been an FMJ shooter for quite a while, but draw cycle is really smooth as you get into it. Drawing back, nice, no shake, real solid. Pulling into that back wall, really hard. Those string stops are really significant. Let off changes between 80 and 85%, and it's done very simply with a hex type tool and just a slide of this actual limb stop. I have it set at 85%. I've been playing around with different configurations on the let off. 85% feels good, 80% feels good. Not a whole huge lot of difference in that area. Came outside here to take a few shots. It was a cold day this morning. It was 10 degrees when we got up this morning, but it's nice here in the sun, no wind. So I'm gonna take a few shots at a close distance. It's 20 yards, just to show you the draw cycle on the bow. As with the shortstop stabilizer, I'm finding it more and more likely that you will not need a traditional stabilizer in that point in your traditional position. The bow balances perfectly with a back bar and a forward shortstop, but you can obviously use a shorter stabilizer. It's your bow, use whatever configuration you like. I'm still kind of playing around in that factory, so haven't decided on one thing in specific just yet. Bow is super smooth, it's super fast, and again, it's just dead in the hand, about as dead in the hand as you could possibly want from a carbon bow. It ranks right up there with the aluminum risers. Try and get you guys a few different angles here, taking some shots. As you know, the riser is very similar to last year's shape and whatnot. The color is nice. This is the new Wilderness color. Some of the pictures you'll see in the catalogs show it as a very smooth color. It's more of a rough surface, kind of like the buckskin. Not as rigid as the Storm from last year, but does have a little gritty look to it and feel. So I'll take a few more shots here to give you a look at the draw cycle on the bow, which is, like I said, it's just really nice. It's really smooth. I'm very impressed. This bow was paper tuned yesterday. It literally took me about 4 shots on paper. I didn't make very much of an adjustment and ended up with a perfect bullet hole. And that's one thing that I can say that is really nice about this cam system, is that tuning was about as simple as it could have been. Got my Rattler grips from Rob at Rattler Grips. And not a bad 20-yard group, obviously close, but I'll take it. That is the 2021 Hoyt Redworks Carbon RX5 with the new HBX cam binary system, 2-string configuration with the short stop stabilizer system. Solid bow. There had been a few questions on what the finished weight was. Arrows and quiver. I have not had a chance to weigh that as a final setup. I will do that and put it in the description below. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your support. Make sure to click the subscribe button down below and the bell to be notified of new uploads. We have the Antler Assassins TV Spot Hogg Mob series decals available. If you want to send me a DM, I can get some of those out to you. Rock on.